Get to the next step.
You pay me. How much you gonna pay me?
How much do you pay a month on the electric bill?
No, I want the $200 a month.
Why do you keep going? I said, no, please.
We go down.
I'm not interested in it. Not even a little.
Let me just ask you
You
this.
said I'm gonna pay you $1,000. Let me put it on. No.
Can you shorten that up in a quick 3 seconds, or it's gonna take 10 minutes? If not, I'm gonna say thank you. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. If you can just.
So I'm trying to explain it, but I just keep getting cut off. So they didn't.
Thank you very much. You have a great day.
Yeah. God bless. Not a good fit.
It was pretty sick. Love to see how much of a shit show this fucking idea is.
You guys like it down here?
Yes, I mean, we just got here today, but, you know, it's fun.
Let's go. So we're gonna be doing the training right here tomorrow.
Yep, yeah, we'll have it right here.
Whenever they bring up like solar, this or that, then I'm just reverse selling with that PPA slip, like the reasons they would not go solar.
Yeah.
So just what was so unique was I was able to use a lot less panels to produce the maximum amount of the electricity at the house.
I'm excited.
Let's make some plays.
This other John, like, he was the #1 paint guy at his company and he wanted to hire earning potential, but he's like so obsessed with like learning all these like things, and I'm like, that doesn't fucking matter right now. So I want you to go out there with him too and just be able to help him dumb this down. I use all Taylor stuff, so my backpack is like the slicks. Like, we have the knock cards at our office. Like, we buy everything. Whenever Taylor gets new slicks, that's why I've been like, bro,
You've seen the PPA slicks?
you sent me 2 of them. But
How many
like,
was I supposed to send you?
was there more than
How
2?
many are there?
What do you mean? There's more than 2?
Yeah, but you only give me 2 pictures, Taylor.
Oh, you want a physical
Yes,
set?
yes.
Why don't you come here real quick? I'll get you
Bro.
one.
So I'm gonna use these with the other ones, kind of in a mix.
Take care.
Yeah.
See you in the
Big
morning.
day tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Nice meeting you.
Big day. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We really have a opportunity today to not have you guys just think differently for one day, but to think differently for the rest of your life and to be able to make sales a lot easier. The goal of what we have today is not just you guys watching me in the field, but me breaking down you guys' presentations, seeing what you're doing in the field, being able to coach you in between the doors. Hey, I want to see you focus more on, creating urgency. I want to see you cut to the chase more. The small little things that can make a difference where it just clicks in your mind could be able to say, hey, wow, I can make a sale every single day. I can have the absolute certainty, and that clarity creates the conviction on what I'm doing while I'm out here to actually make these plays. I'm going to turn it over to Pat and Melissa, and if you guys need anything else from me, I think the best thing is we get to the field and, go make some plays. Go, let's go. We are in the field. She said she wasn't interested. Why wasn't she interested? She's your perfect house. I'll go talk to her. Hi, miss. How are you? My name is Taylor McCarthy. I'm actually in charge of the project for the entire street. I know somebody had spoke with you yesterday, but I was the one that put together the report for this location. You guys had the roof replaced, right? Do you know roughly what you guys pay to FP&L right now for the electricity? Just roughly?
It's about $260, and we do the program.
The budget billing. So I would have the report ready in maybe 30 minutes. I don't know if you're gonna be around at all today.
Actually, we're not interested in putting anything up on the roof right now.
I'll put together the design tonight, and then I'll send you an email, and then I'll move the speed you're willing to move. The hardest part of my job is timing. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
Yep, thank you. We'll send a person that speaks Spanish, and they'll drop off the report at like 5 p.m. Thank you. The biggest thing that I would have liked to see do when she was English is showing her the report. I was the one that put together the report. You see how I got her looking? And now she's interested because I personalized the opportunity. When we can personalize the opportunity for the family, when you need to show them that.
Hello.
Hi, miss. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. My name is John. This is Paul. They're just training with me today. The reason why I'm here is just a little bit different. I have some information for the homeowner about the most recent FTL bill increase.
Our FP&L bill goes up every year.
That's crazy, and we're kind of at the mercy of the power company.
Yeah, right?
John would do for me is he would engineer the design. He'd put together the actual design for us.
I don't know how we're going to do it because We're living on Social Security.
Do you mind if I just say hi to him real quick, or just introduce myself? Hi, Lonnie, how are you? I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna actually try to figure out a way to lower the bill for you guys by producing all the power on site. I'm sorry I'm so persistent, sir. I just believe in what I do, and I'm sorry, sir. Well, nice to meet you guys. Can I get a high five, buddy? All right, so take it as hard as you can, you know. See what I did there too? It's better to do that than setting an appointment for 4 p.m. to go back and get stifled by them. So some people are like, notice I did go in multiple no's deep with him. I tried to change the conversation. I tried to weave.
You did it in not a pushy way. It didn't seem pushy to me at all. Like, it seemed like you were definitely trying to help him.
Yeah, well, I am. I know I could have helped the guy. If he would have listened to me, he would have been in a better situation. He just basically lost money there.
Hey, how you doing, sir? We're an energy efficiency company.
We're not with sales. I know it's a heartbreaker. There was a situation that happened we were supposed to let everybody know about. God bless you. If we would have taken a more command position at the beginning and had that report ready for him, he's not going to say non-soliciting. I confirmed the appointment on the door when I first knock it. And I say, can you send me a quick thumbs up emoji so I know that you got that? And them putting a thumbs up to the time means that they confirmed the meeting. I don't follow up on 48 hours.
No problem. Thank you. Have a good day.
So good job. Every different buyers require different amounts of information. Focus on taking it as far as we can and making them like us and making it make sense.
What's going on? My name is John. Out here knocking with Taylor today. We're here in Miami. Born and raised here. Been in solar for the past 6 months. Really excited to learn some new things today.
Paul Saida here. Work together at Glide. Definitely learning a lot from Taylor. We got the new slicks and everything, so we're brewing up some stuff. But yeah, we're just looking for some deals, so let's get it.
Energy, your energy is everything. You gotta transfer your energy to the homeowner. To be personable, create a personal experience with the homeowner. Hey, I'm the one that put together the report. Learn some sweet one-liners.
Persistency. He's definitely very persistent. He's just kind of going over objections, just kind of tumbling through it, but he's getting to the A to B, which is the key part.
Hi, how are you?
You guys have an ideal situation just based on the house. Hi, sir, how are you? We would utilize you as what we refer to as a model home, where it's a little bit different than you taking out a loan or going into debt or buying a solar system. Is there like a corner of a table or somewhere small I can just kind of put my stuff down? Just want to basically lay this out for you guys. Stupid question, but I always ask people, why'd you pick FP&L? We never had that second option.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a monopoly. So the idea is now I'm showing you the second option. Just kind of like just fully break this down for you. And then, you know, when your wife comes, I'll be able to explain it to her too. One thing I always challenge people to do is you look for all the reasons it's not going to help your situation. And I'm just going to show you the reasons why it would help, and then the ball's in your court. What do you think the average amount is that you paid to FPL over a year?
Usually with like $100.
Yep.
But it came out to 120.
But based on the last 12 months, you paid 120. With the new increases, your probably true average is going to be 150 going into this year. Just being very blunt with you. 100% of your power is coming from the utility. There's no added home value. There's no tax incentives. And we see 7 to 10% increases. So what I just broke down is just, if nothing changes, that's the situation that you guys are in. Your average bill is 120 based on the last 12 months. But if I take your last bill and multiply it by the amount of kilowatts you use, it's probably going to be more of a true $150 average going into this year with the new increases. So that just breaks down the situation that we're in. Then the idea is that that's what the electric bill would look like. It would state a do not pay electric bill because you're producing it all on site. All the panels would be on the back side of the house and nothing would be visible from the road. We ask you to help us out with these things. So the control and predictability is the real reason that people go solar, not because of the fact that you're saving 20 bucks a month or 40 bucks a month. It's the fact that we are fully responsible for the entire system.
So after the 25 years,
Yep.
what you're saying that you insure it, and let's say something happens to it.
Great question. So there's 3 options that you can do. At the end of the agreement, we can either take off the panels and update to new technology. 2, you can actually purchase the system anytime after year 5 based on a third-party value. 25 years into this, if you were to factor in paying the utility company for 25 years,
you could end up buying 2 additional systems after 25 years with the money you would have given to FP&L.
What would this cover? Like how, for example, like the kilowatts, what is that?
Say a roof has to be replaced.
Yep.
How would that affect
Now let's say hypothetically, 10 years later you have to take off the roof or redo the roof. We would have to take off the panels, store the panels, and put them back up. You would be responsible for the labor. All we do is we verify that you're on the deed of the home and that we can get it approved. If we can get it approved, there's 2 forms we'd fill out today. They're gonna verify everything that I told you was exactly the way that it is here. I just wanted him to show you this because this is where it actually states that.
Talk to her though. She said, just give me like a date if you want to follow up. For sure. Or if I can call you.
So these are all timestamped. Basically, it's approved. It goes to your email, so you would be able to review it.
I want to review everything with her to make sure it's okay.
Yeah, of course.
She's she's with the baby, and I don't want to make the final decision.
Happy wife, happy life. Everything that I told you on that piece of paper is exactly how it is. What do you think?
No, definitely. That's why I'm sold.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she's like, oh, let's talk about it before we make the final.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate your time, and John will follow up with you tomorrow, and hopefully can help you guys. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Take care. All right. Good work, boys. That's exactly how you have to do that deal. You can fist pump and say, hey, I got the sale right then and there, but you come back tomorrow and it's going to install. You have the situation with the wife being in and out with the baby. That's the best way to do that process. Sell it to get installed, don't sell it to sell it. Yo, we just finished up a little session with your boy John Gotti and your boy Poly Panels, the last couple hours. You guys learned a couple things?
Oh yeah.
What do you think is the biggest thing that you just learned from watching me in the field for the last couple hours?
I think you just got to keep the energy, keep the clarity, create a personal experience for the homeowner. And if the deal's not right and they're not ready, don't do it. Sell ethically. Make sure that you get to install no matter what.
Let's go. Taking it as far as you want. Poly Panels.
So I think he was just really good at following the process. He has all the information. He's laying it out in the right way, but it's getting the conversation going from A to B. So definitely did a solid job.
Let's go. I want to see you guys make some plays. I want to see you guys at the top of the scoreboard. Losing is not an option. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hi, sir. How are you? proposing is utilizing your roof as a power plant where you're producing the power on site and you're no longer at the mercy of the power company. Judy was a little dramatic, but at the end of the day, we can both agree that bill is 100% interest. Like if you move, they're not giving you any of that money back, you know? Hello? Hi, how are you? I'm Taylor. People got overcharged on the FP&L bills. My question is this, if I dropped off the report, would you look at it or would you rip it up?
Maybe.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of my Irish luck. So if you win $1 million, you know where you came from. I'm Irish, I'm very lucky. All right, nice to meet you. Hi, how are you? Hey, my name is Taylor McCarthy. These guys are all just training with me today. Electricidad de FPL es más.
My husband no quiere.
You know what? Somewhere I can get agua. Gracias. Bye. One of my little tricks too is like, all right at the end, 1, 2, 3. That's how I got the other lady.
Hello, Ms. Vasquez.
Clarity creates the conviction. So if you're super clear about what you're going to say in the first 3 sentences or your transition, then you have more conviction and you're more contagious when you're presenting. All right, use your full name. It brings more credibility. You got to be yourself. You know, if you're trying to be me or you're trying to be him or he's trying to be me, it's harder. You've got to take parts and pieces of the presentation and say, hey, how can I put these into perspective for people to understand?
Hey, how you doing? Is this the Juan or Hawada residence? All that we do today is submit roughly your average usage, 100, 120?
Like 120, 130.
I'm not interested right now.
Gotcha. What do you think is the reason? Is something you've already looked into or just?
Looked into it. I don't think the technology's there yet.
I gotcha. So we're not, yeah, God bless you, man. Good job on the presentation. You can't sell everybody, bro. You know what I mean? Simple as that. Some people get out here and they knock doors and they get 10 doors knocked and they don't get a sale. And they start looking down on themselves to say, oh, these are all the things I did wrong. But there's nothing you did wrong there. You just have to focus on the things that you're doing that are good.
I'm like, I want to add this, you know.
It's not about adding a bunch of things. All it is about personalizing the opportunity to the family.
The closers with us carry all the reasons why you wouldn't do it. Yeah. And I'm like, why the hell don't I have that slick?
Yeah, of course.
Like watching you use that, I'm like, that's like a no-brainer. I should have that.
Yeah. Everything that I use in the close, I use in the set. And bro, I was so negative for like 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Is this the Yasuk residence? Just letting you know why you're going to see it work around your neighborhood.
Because all these people are putting one and one together, realizing the utility rates are going up, they're paying more for their electric bill.
Well, I've already talked about solar with other people.
But what I'm saying is if you had solar, what would I have to say to you to convince you to rip off the panels and go back to the utility company? Of course. How much do you pay a month on the electric bill? If you pay $200 a month and now your new fixed monthly amount for the solar is $100, I'm paying you $100 a month.
No, I want the $200 a month.
Okay. If there's a small corner of a table I can put my stuff down, I can show you how I can do that. Okay. So you actually had somebody show you a design, show you the numbers.
25 years and all that garbage.
That's a loan. Well, I appreciate your time and thanks for treating me like a human being. Thanks for being nice to us.
That FPL 4-year rate increase. I'll take it easy.
So when they say they're renting, I always say, okay, we just want to make sure the homeowner was paid properly. Are you the homeowner? And you ask again.
Hi man, how's it going? I'll be super quick. My name is Zain.
To allow us to use your roof as the power plant where we produce the power on site, we own the system, we maintain it, we warranty it, we insure it. Hi sir, how are you? What I was explaining to your wife is we utilize a few guys as references out here, or what we refer to as model homes. And it's just about showing you the design. It will take me 10 minutes to have it all built.
He wants to do it on a flat top in the back because of the tree.
If I have to use a lot of panels to do this, it'll get denied. Now with the pool, that's probably why you have a 300-400, one of the reasons you have a higher utility bill. So what I would propose is putting you in this option. Every other time you've been approached about going solar, you would have had to go into debt, you would have had to take out a loan, there's a bunch of fees, and that's what they don't tell you. It's a pretty cut and dry process. Like it doesn't take me long to, go through this. If we get the approval from structural, then the next one is the utility. FP&L has to approve it. If FP&L denies it, then everything stays the same. You guys continue paying FP&L. And then once we get those first 2 approvals, then we pay for your permitting. Out of pocket, you're not paying a penny. If you want, I can sit right here and put together the system design. It'll take me about 10 minutes.
I'm not gonna sign it.
Because I'm just the first step. I can't make any sort of decisions either. The first step, like even if you guys were like, yeah, let's do it. The first step is I need to send a surveyor out here to look at your main panel. I need to have them look at the roof. I need to make sure that I can even get it approved. And if I can get it approved, then we're able to get to the next step. Every system is grid dependent. Right now, your meter goes tick, 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 tick in this direction. I need the meter to go tick, 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 tick in the opposite direction. And the only reason why they would deny it is because of the transformers. The grid's 130 years old. They're not gonna fix the grid so you can go solar. Should be fine then. The reason they're approving it is because they have to have a certain amount of power from renewables, otherwise they're gonna get fined. All the utility companies. It's called the Renewable Energy Act. If you can grab an FPL bill, I'm just gonna start getting this designed. So what I just found out is I took the last bill, which wasn't 570, it was 310. My goal is to get this number as low as possible. So did you guys both grow up in Florida?
I was born and raised in Miami.
And how long have you guys been married? I have a famous question. Who winked at who first? Like when you guys first met, who was the one that... I've been married for 5 years. What's the secret to marriage?
Give in.
Just... Yes, dear. So once he gets this, I'm just gonna fill out that side of the chart, which is the situation we're in with FPL. To set the right expectations, this is not all gonna happen in 3 weeks. It's a 90 to 120 day process. My job is only to start the process today and put you into the line, and then we have to get those approvals as we go. The one thing I'll challenge you guys to do is to, during the time from now until it gets installed 3-4 months later, is to look for every reason it doesn't help you or why it doesn't make sense. But it sounds like it's already been kind of a pain for you guys paying with the high electric bills, noticing that they've gone up a little bit on you guys. Power's being produced on site, you eliminate the fees. You add equity with the control and predictability. What I was showing him was this just breaks down if nothing changes is what the true average was. I've done this for so long that it's like I'm very persistent, I'm very passionate about what I do, but it's because I know I can help you guys. If you're like, hey, we're probably never putting solar on the roof, we don't want to send a surveyor out here, we don't want to pay for your permitting, we don't want to do any of that. It really is a way to be more economical on a bill you're not going to cancel. And the problem that we might run into right now is you're not on the deed of the home. Okay, so I have to qualify it first and foremost to see if I can even do it. So that system that he just designed for me is going to give you 65% of your electric. All we need is date of birth to make sure you are who you are. So soft check. I'm going to put both of you guys on the account. She's on the deed and you have the credit. If it comes back as approved, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the exact fixed amount that system would be. Keep in mind that if FPL changed their rate from 16 cents to 20 cents, then that 142 goes up. I can't do anything about that portion. If you're excited about it, if you feel good about it, if you guys decided that you didn't want to move forward with it, the only thing we would ask is to let us know before we start submitting permits, before we start paying for resources. The question I have for you is this: are you genuinely open to the idea of having panels installed? I'm not asking you to make the decision right now. Okay, if that's the answer, then
yeah, I'm open to it, but I'm not okay with something.
You guys talking when we're all gone, you know what I mean? Like, you guys having that conversation.
So how does that work when you sell the house?
Transfers over the same way FP&L would. It's one form with 2 OKs, like when they come to move in, same way they'd call FP&L to say, hey, we moved into the home, can you change the name into my account? Same thing, and you'd be able to market the house as a home with a fixed amount.
What affects the amount of the escrow that you do?
Well, typically it's just based on that approval that he's doing right here. No matter what, there's nothing I can do about this 130, 140 that you're gonna see from the utility company. But if I can give you a fixed amount here that you know is never gonna increase, then you know that it's never gonna get up to this amount. I don't represent Glide, I don't represent RAC. What I do is I'm just like a third party that trains these guys because I've been doing this for so long. And it's good for you guys because you're getting a third party perspective on why it makes sense for you guys.
So that's really all I do, is I support them with training.
Guys, how are you? I got the whole crew that I'm training today, actually. It's a big Netflix documentary. No. A lot of families are now starting to receive the electric bills that state do not pay. People are putting one and one together, realizing the utility companies just nickel and diming us. Do you know roughly what the bill comes to with FP&L? I don't know if you guys have any time right now, or if you guys are around the next couple days, but I can put together a report.
He owns the property.
Gotcha.
This is my house. It's actually going on the market now.
Oh, you're selling?
Yeah, it should be selling.
So I always tell people like that are selling, that's one of the main reasons I would do it. I'll do a 300 system design, then I'm gonna send you a link that will have the actual report. All right, thank you guys, take care. That's a great example of a small win, you know. Didn't take him through because of the timing. He's sitting there with his friend. Yeah. But you take him as far as you can, have good conversation, create the momentum. That's all we got to do. Come on, kid. This is a sale. Come on. I want to hear you say it. It's a sale. It's a done deal.
How's it going?
Good. You?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking. You're the first one to ask me all day. Well, the cool thing I like about your roof is that on the front and the back, you guys get a ton of sunlight. You see how yellow it is? Yeah, so there's like no shading. And so
there's no trees, but you have what's called an east-west roof.
Yeah,
so you get
full sun day and morning and night.
Morning and night, exactly. So from 7 in the morning all the way till 8 p.m., you guys just get hammered in sun. Nice to meet you guys. Take care.
Hey, how's it going today?
That's why we're trying to help a lot of the families. I can make a bigger deal with this because the governor, the state of Florida, he vetoed authorizing public utilities to impose additional charges because of our worst inflation in 40 years, escalating bills. Florida should not contribute to the financial crunches that our citizens are experiencing. That's why he withheld his approval. That's why this is such a big deal, because what's happening is the utility company is legitimately undermining this as if this veto does not exist. And it's not like you keep the lights on all day, you guys are just getting nickel and dime.
Hey, how's it going?
Gotta clean it up a little bit, it's all right, you know? Yeah, just what you're doing, it's like, it's all right. Like, we'll see if that one sits, you know, like you got it. But like what you gotta do is you're speaking a lot quick and you're hitting a lot of the points, but you have to be able to hit the points with clarity. So I know that after I say, I don't know if you know, and I tell the story, that after I tell the story, I create the pain. And I know after I create the pain, I tell them how they'd be involved. I know after I tell them how they'd be involved, how they would be rewarded, and then being able to show them things, okay? So you have the ability to be really good, but you need to polish. You're not talking for them just to hear you. You're talking for them to actually listen. I need to be able to talk to them at the right frequency so that the message can be delivered, okay? Dude, me knocking without this stuff, my job's way harder. You need to have something to hand them, to show them.
It's not very engaging for them.
Well, it's not for you, it's for the homeowners. The better my story is, the more pain I can create. If you don't have a story, you're not gonna be able to create the pain. This is my process. Who I am, notice you'll never hear me say, hi, my name is Taylor. Never happens. Oh, hey sir, my name is Taylor McCarthy. I always use my first and last name. The reason I'm coming by is like a little bit different. I'll pretty much cut to the chase and give you the short version today. I don't know if you kind of knew what was going on. It is serious. We're not trying to calm down anybody. However, it is important. Actually, it's easier if I show you and then I put something into their hand. Through that, I tell a story. The better my story is, the more pain that I can create. The more pain that I can create, the more change that I can create. When I create the pain, then the next step is I need to tell them how they would be potentially involved, how they would be potentially rewarded, why this makes sense. I was the one that did the report. It's already pretty much complete. All I need to do is find the time when we both have it to be able to show you an apples to apples comparison. All right, we have no idea who's gonna answer the door. All we know is we have to be able to give the absolute best presentation for them to actually hear it, not just us talking. So now the goal is, with it being kind of late, is we just got to find one good look, and that good look we need to capitalize on, and we need to get into the house. Did you used to have a different part of the roof back there, or is it still like different? Ethan will text you the pre-report,
And then on Saturday after we meet with Mario,
Can you shorten that up in a quick 30 seconds, or it's gonna take 10 minutes? If not, I'm gonna say thank you.
No,
I have to walk away. So
I'm just.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. If you can just.
So I'm
put
trying
it in
to.
short pace.
I'm trying to explain it, but I just keep getting cut off. So the people that are putting the windmills and the solar on the roof, they didn't.
Thank you very much. You have a great day.
Yeah, God bless. Not a good fit. See, he tried to control the conversation. The best thing I could have done there is just said, hey, you know what? You're not going to get it. Because when somebody tries to take the command position, you will lose the sale every single time. And that's a wrap. It's 9 p.m. We just finished up our day here with the boys and the girl of Glide Solar. You guys have some fun today? Let's go. So it's a little bit of a different episode this time. We really focused on helping them get better today. And my question to you guys, do you feel like you got better today? All right, so we're gonna apply the sauce. It's just sometimes the smallest little difference in your presentation to be that much more effective. If you guys like this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment for your boy. We'll see you on the next episode. We're headed to North Miami. Let's go.
And I wonder if you know what it means to find your dreams come true.